up, guys? It's Jezzy. I'm doing slime review part 4, but this time it's going to be a ton of slime. So it's not going to be short this time, but it's going to be a ton of slimes this time, and it's going to be great. Now, some of these are pretty sticky and messy, so I'm going to do those first. This one's a very pretty metallic slime. Doesn't even want to open. Ugh. Oh, come on. It's like glued shut. Oh my goodness, this is so hard. This slime is such a pretty, kind of like a fuchsia color. It's so pretty and so metallic, and it has some glitter on the bottom. Very sticky though. Again, this is probably the messiest one out of all of them, so that's why I'm doing it first. I'm just gonna add borax to it to make it less sticky, of course. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is probably gonna take a while. Ooh, very stretchy though. Wow. It's kind of clumping just like clear slime should. Clear slime is especially difficult when you try to activate it.
Oh yeah?
Clear slime is especially difficult because it doesn't want to, I don't know, they still like leave residue on your hands, and it's just so hard to decide if you need more activator or not. This piece right here is pretty much good. I'm gonna get the rest of this and off camera. Like, I'm gonna get the rest of this off camera and then I'm gonna show you that. It's done, but you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of this texture. It's like, it's not the worst, but no, clear slime, it's just, you can't really play with it right after it's reactivated. It's like, it's kind of jiggly and not very stretchy. I probably overactivated it just a tiny bit. And like, that's not the worst part, but it just leaves a lot of residue. It leaves a lot of like the slime doesn't leave that much residue, but it leaves a lot of glitter on the table. And it does leave some slime pieces on my hands and the table, and it leaves pigment on my hands, and it stains my hands pink. So I don't hate this one, but I don't really love it. I'm not so sure how I feel about it. It is very pretty though. Like, this will probably be great after it sits for like a few days or even a week. It'll probably be amazing, but yeah, it's just not my favorite. It's definitely not terrible. Now for another sticky slime. Now this one isn't as severe as the previous one. The previous one was so melted. It was like insane. This one still has some, I don't know the word. It's like, it has some more solidity to it. I don't know if that's the word or not. I don't know if that's a word. But it's a little more solid, so it's easier to work with. Okay, so this slime is another clear-based slime, but this doesn't have pigment in it. It doesn't have that really cool metallic look like the previous one. It has some glitter. It has some blue and gold glitter. This is so messy. It's like a grape color almost. Not quite though. It's like kind of like a maroon, but a little more purpley. It's kind of like a, I don't know how I would describe the color, but it's really pretty. Again, this is not white glue based. This is clear glue, but with lotion to make it, so it's not like perfectly clear, but it is clear when I do that. Again, it's clear glue mixed with lotion. Again, this one is definitely not as severe, but I'm gonna have to activate it again. I'm gonna use borax just like the previous one, if I can ever get it off my hands. Guys, this is like comedy here. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Alright. Here's the borax. It's already becoming less sticky. It's starting to form into it's starting to form or change into something that is less sticky. It's still sticky, so I think I'm gonna use just a little bit more borax. Just a tiny bit more activator, but it's definitely getting better. I like the color combination. Like just the combination of the glitter and the color of the slime, I think it's just really cool. So it's less sticky, but it's still just a tiny sticky. Just a tiny bit sticky, so I'm gonna add a little more. There we go. How? It's still sticky. Hey, this is almost perfect. I think just a drop more of activator. I really should have paused the video, but I guess there's no turning back now, people. Just like one drop more of activator, but not much more because it's just about there. Just one more drop. Perfect. Most people would hate the idea of adding lotion to clear glue because, you know, it's not clear anymore. Well, I don't care that it's not clear because it makes a really nice texture. The slime made with clear glue and lotion is stretchy, and it makes pops that are better than white glue slime. It's so clear. It's like it's still clear when you do that. I love this texture. It looks sticky, but it's not. It's just I have to like gather it all up, but it's not sticky. Well, it's not sticky anymore, but it was pretty bad at first, let me tell you guys. It sticks to the table a little bit. But this has happened before, so it's okay. And guys, the pops are much better than white glue slime. Okay, maybe it's sticking just a little bit, but not quite enough that I would add more activator. Guys, I would highly recommend adding lotion to clear glue if you don't mind it not being extremely clear. Like, it's definitely, it's kind of like, translucent is the right word. Like, it's not transparent like if you wouldn't add lotion. But it's still somewhat, like, it's definitely not, like, fully opaque. So it's like a good in-between. It's translucent. I love this one. The glitter does come out, like, the glitter does fall out of it, but otherwise, I love it. I hope you can see it better now. It's really cool. I love it. Now time for the non-sticky slimes. All of the non-sticky slimes are white glue slimes. I did the clear slimes first because the clear slimes were both really melted, which is why I usually prefer white glue slimes. Clear slime just melts so much. Okay. This one, it's a tiny bit sticky, but it's not so much that it's not malleable. Almost nobody uses that word anymore. I'm gonna add a hint of borax. So these white glue slimes will probably be much more satisfying. You guys will probably enjoy the white glue slimes much more. Again, they're probably so much more satisfying because they make a lot more ASMR because you can actually play with them immediately after you activate them, which is great. Okay, back to the slime. This is a purple slime with these really pretty foam beads. It's kind of a thinner, glossier texture. I'm thinking it's from the baby oil in it because I do remember it having some baby oil, so it might be from the baby oil. But I just had to activate the slime a tiny bit, but yeah, it just has a slightly thinner and glossier texture. But it's definitely really nice. It's really good for ASMR just because of the beads. That's why I have so many slimes with beads in it like this, because they make great ASMR. I love semi-floams like this. This is a great semi-floam slime. I mean, if you prefer a thick slime, like if you don't really like thin slimes, you might not really like this one, but I really like it. I honestly don't really care if my slime is thick or not. So this is really cool. It leaves a few pieces on my hands, but nothing like a clear slime. Yeah, I do prefer white glue slimes, usually. Again, clear glue slimes, I mean, clear slimes are cool, but they can just be a little more, I don't know, tricky and a little more difficult sometimes. So yeah, I really love this one. It has great bubble pops and very clicky. Well, it's pretty clicky. It's good for poking. It is pretty clicky. This one is very satisfying. If you wanted to make like a satisfying slime video, this would be a great slime for that. I actually don't mind the thinner texture. I still have a feeling it's from the baby oil, but I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna talk anymore. Use a tiny bit of residue, but nothing severe. This one is another semi-floam. It's this really pretty light blue color. It is so glossy. Oh my goodness. And look at the beads. I love it. The slime is so thick, yet glossy and clicky. And bubble pops are great. I don't have words. It's such a nice, thick and glossy slime with beads in it. I mean, it's not extremely thick, but it's definitely a lot thicker than the previous one. And guys, I just love this one. Some of you guys might think it's plain, but I just love it so much. I love it. Loves it. Alright. Here's this next one. This one, guys, is a great slime. This is kind of like a... Still hard to explain the color. It's kind of like a gray. Kind of like a tealish gray. It's so hard to explain. And it has some blue glitter, as the other few of the other slimes had. This slime is thick. This slime is pretty thick. And it's clicky. And the bubble pops are great. I just can't believe this texture. It's kind of like the previous one, but without foam beads. It's so cool. I just love the thick, glossy base. Some of you guys might think this color is ugly, but I like the color. It's unique in a good way. So clicky too. Guys, I'm not trying to go insane over this one, but I love it. It's just perfect. Period. Ooh, look at that. Love this one too. I love this one. This next one. Okay, so let me do some explaining. This slime is in a Compound Kings container, but it is not Compound Kings slime. I made this slime. I made this slime, but I put it in a Compound Kings container, so please don't be confused. This is not from Compound Kings. Just the containers, but the slime isn't. This is a black, very deep, like a true black slime. It's like a galaxy slime. It's got like glitter to represent stars. There's not a ton of colors. It's like a non-colorful galaxy. This texture is interesting. You can kind of tell I'm younger than most slime YouTubers because I don't really use very big words. Like, I'm not as creative with my words as most slime YouTubers, so you can kind of tell I'm younger than most of them. Yeah, I'm pretty I'm pretty young compared to a lot of slime YouTubers. But anyways, please don't mind that I don't use very creative words when I describe slimes. Anyways, this texture is interesting, like I mentioned. It's kind of like a hybrid between a fluffy slime and a jiggly slime. Like, it's a fluffy slime made with magical liquid, so it's fluffy, but it's also jiggly from the magical liquid. It's so interesting. Not sure if I'm loving it. I mean, it is really, really cool, okay? It's not the stretchiest thing ever, but it is stretchy. Got some great pops. I do like it, but you wouldn't like this one if you don't like jiggly slime. But I do. I love jiggly slime and fluffy slime, and those are two of my, I love those two textures. And it's like a hybrid between the two. So this one is really cool to me. It's just interesting. It's unique. So if you don't like unique things, you probably wouldn't like this. But I think it's kind of cool, honestly. It does leave some residue on my hands. And some glitter. At least some glitter and slime residue on my hands. So just wanted to mention that. And it does leave some glitter on the table. But otherwise, I think this is pretty cool. I know I'm not trying to be biased or anything, because these are my slimes. So I'm not trying to be biased because of that. I'm trying to be honest. So yeah, it does leave a little bit of residue. But, that's not really, a huge issue to me, with any slime. So I think this is really interesting, and it's pretty cool overall. This one is just white, but it has some silver glitter. And it has these really cool... I need to take one out so I can show you. It has these really cool little foam... I don't even know what they are supposed to be. I mean, they're cute little faces, but kind of I'm not sure, but it has these cute little foam faces, and like it has a lot of those. And again, it has those cute little foam. Yeah, it has those cute little foam faces as well as a lot of silver glitter. The slime is pretty thick. I mean, it's probably the thickest out of all of them, or the second. It's either the second or it's either the first or second thickest. It has nice pops. I love thick slimes that give like nice like pops and all that. They're just so good for like ASMR and stuff. So this one's pretty cool. So this one, I mean, I hate to repeat myself because I know everybody thinks that's annoying, and I do think I think it's kind of annoying too. But I don't mean to like repeat myself, but this one's really cool too. Why have I like not done any like why have I done like barely any poking so far? Like it's kind of cringy. I've mostly been doing stretching and bubble pops, you know, like I've mostly been doing like that. I've barely been doing any poking. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna do some more poking. Anyways, I like this one too. I mean, it's stretchy, the pops are great, and it's just very it's very stress relieving. This slime, okay, let's talk about this one a bit. It has a charm in it. I think it's a flower charm. Where did it go? There it is. Come on, it doesn't want to come out. Come out. Well, it's got a flower charm. Very cute little flower charm. Totally didn't get that charm from a Compound King slime or anything. I actually did. Anyways, yeah, I collect my charms once the slimes get bad. Once the slimes get bad, I toss the slimes and I save the charms. Or I just don't play with the slimes and I save the charms. But I probably would toss them. This slime was originally, I think it was originally like pink and blue, or not pink and blue. It's like pink and like I think it's like pink and yellow and orange or green. I don't remember, but it was multiple colors originally when I made it, and you know, of course, it's mixed. I love the flower charm, so cute. This is kind of like an oatmeal color almost. This is a cloud cream slime. It's made with a very specific instant snow. It's that instant snow that you can find at Walmart that comes in a bag. And honestly, I'm not sure if it's my favorite type of instant snow. It kind of acts like the diaper filling, like what I've seen on YouTube when people use diaper filling for like when they try to make like cloud creams or cloud slimes. It kind of is like this. It leaves quite a bit of residue on the table. And it's almost like a snow fizz, but like a cloud cream at the same time. It's not super stretchy. It does stretch, definitely. See that? It does stretch. It's not that hard to stretch, but it does rip a little bit. Like, the texture is still really nice. It's nice and, well, it's not sizzly, but it has some nice pops. And the pulls are pretty good. The slime is definitely not terrible, but it's not my favorite out of all of them, but it still makes some nice pops. It's nice and fluffy, and it has some nice pops. So those are the good things about it. So overall, I really don't know about this one. It's definitely not bad. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I like it. I definitely like it. It's just the residue is just what makes it a tiny bit less enjoyable. But if it weren't for the residue, it would probably be great. It's still it's a great texture actually. It's just the residue. So yeah. Here's this one. This one's another cloud cream made with a different type of instant snow. For this one, I used the Crazy Art Snow that you can also find at Walmart. I didn't use the stuff that comes in a bag this time. And honestly, I'm not trying to, like, say, like, either one is bad or good. Like, I mean, the stuff in the bag is definitely not bad. But this Crazy Art Instant Snow that I used for this one is a lot better. It makes a really nice, spreadable, fluffy, and poppy cloud cream. It's very, I don't know, it's just kind of soft. Like it's very fluffy and soft and spreadable. Kind of creamy too. It's a nice texture. You can tell that this texture is so much different than the previous one. It's a lot more of a, I don't know how to put it into words. It's less gritty, I guess you could say. Yeah, the previous one was a lot more gritty. This is not gritty, and it's just really, really fun to play with. This one is really nice. It's kind of stringy though. It's a cloud cream, so you can't really expect cloud creams to like not be stringy, but it does get kind of thin when you stretch it. But again, that's to be expected with cloud creams and icy slimes and all that. So overall, I still really like this. Now guys, time for the grand finale. The grand finale is actually not that cool, by the way. Okay. Lastly, we have a cloud slime made with the same instant snow, the Crazy Art Instant Snow. And guys, the Crazy Art Instant Snow is great because, just wait. Look at that drizzle, and I barely even touched it. That is cool. That's too cool. I'm great at making cloud slimes, apparently. Again, I'm not trying to be biased, but I love making cloud slime because cloud slime is just great. And, like, this is, like, I love the color, too. It's, like, blue, but, like, it's, like, almost like a grayish blue. Sometimes I'm terrible at describing colors. It's almost a similar color to the previous one. Like, if you took the color of the previous one and added some gray, then this is probably what it would look like. This is not a cloud cream, this is a cloud slime. And this one has great drizzles. It might take a few stretches, but it does have amazing drizzles. Oh my goodness, I love cloud slime, but I'm really bad at playing with cloud slime. Sorry if you can hear my chair moving around. Yeah, the chair can move around, so I'm sorry if you keep hearing that. Alright. I'm just going to stretch it a few more times and then show you the great drizzles. Okay, I stretched it enough. Let's do it. Guys, you can't tell me that's not an amazing drizzle. It's like a spider web or something. Guys, the drizzle is great. It's got kind of a slower drizzle, which is really nice. Anyways, yeah. It's a bit of a stiffer cloud slime, so it has a really nice, slow, steady drizzle. Whoa. Just look at it. I'm going to drizzle it a few more times, and then this video will be over. Alright, let's see the drizzles. Oh, I'm so bad at playing with cloud slime because I try to like stretch it so like the drizzle is like as perfect as possible, but I'm really bad at it. Ready? Again, you can't tell me that's not a great fluffy drizzle. It just feels so fluffy. Oh my goodness, it's like the best cloud texture ever. It's kind of moisturizing too, like it's making my hands less dry. Probably because I think it probably has lotion in it, of course, and because that makes sense. But this slime just has the perfect drizzle. Guys, I'm taking way too long on this one, but I just love it. It has some really good pops for a cloud slime too. It's kind of fluffing up and becoming easier to drizzle. At least I think. And there's no snow fallout on my hands at all. Look. There's some residue on the table, of course, you know, from the snow. The last one probably leaves residue too. But otherwise, like aside from the residue, I love this cloud slime. It's just so... it's just so cool. If you agree with me, whatever. If you don't agree with me, whatever. Okay, let's redo that. If you agree with me, that's nice. If you don't agree with me, whatever. It has some nice pokes for cloud slime too. Most people probably get triggered because I know a lot of people don't like when people poke cloud slime. But I really don't care. I really don't care. Wow. Alright. This video is getting way too long. I really do apologize. And it's very cringy. So, I apologize for this video in general. I apologize that this video exists because it's super cringy. But if you stayed this long, I really appreciate it. Just want to let you know. And, let's see this one again. Whoa, look at that smooth texture. Anyways, so I hope you have a great day, and hope you enjoyed this cringy video, and yeah, goodbye!